Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. 2 now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 30-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over.
25-yard line.
Off-play action. Hutchinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Hutchinson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Hutchinson. He's got his man. That's Wallace. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
New England.
Off the play fake. Hutchinson. catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Off-play action. Hutchinson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Tua sack. Fumble on the
How about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Hutchinson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Defensively.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Made the tackle. Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
1-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard
Now
line.
the 2nd down throw on target. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st down, New England.
Throwing on 1st down, Hutchinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And it's caught by Parker. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 85 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take A first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First down pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Tua under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Taken at about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
Back to throw. Hutchison. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the left side. Wilkinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Tua now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Tua going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 19 yards away. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carried by
calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake, Hutchinson.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
27 yards there, a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off play action, Hutchinson.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Returnable here from the 38. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Hutchinson got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hutchinson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
At the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hutchinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way down to the 26. Now is signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McCann's kick up and good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you, appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way, and guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
At the 25-yard line.
Off-play action. Hutchinson.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a...
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hutchinson. He's able to find Wallace. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete to number 7.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and...
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Van Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we're going back to 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the slant.
Here's Tua. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, and that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. Off-play action. Hutchinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Wilkinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2.
30-yard line, second and 12.
At the Patriots' 30-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake. Hutchinson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to the air on second down. Hutchinson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 23 yards to pick up there. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 1 at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Hutchinson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Off play action. Hutchinson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Buying time to his left. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And his kick is right through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Defense. That's not good enough, man.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 32.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off the play fake. Hutchinson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
25 yards.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Off play action. Hutchinson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And on that last, now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
By Chase Winovich. Tackle made.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. He's hit the 50, 30, the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. We're up a big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
2-yard line.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Intended for
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And 10.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
48, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
On the throwaway.
Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
43-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Serious, dog.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Brings up second.
Off the play fake. Hutchinson.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Two and now on first down. Pass incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, New England.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
48-yard line.
Tua going to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch looks for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's able to find Wallace. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Pass complete. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Hutchison. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end
So
zone.
after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hutchinson. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Tua. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
A loss of 10 yards.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for New England, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Miami, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.